What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Maybe this week I could catch a break. No pun intended. Let's go get this car ready to go to get in the trailer. I'll show you some parts real quick. We're gonna get to the track. We're gonna send Dad's old blue car down the track. And we're gonna get some data on those springs and rocker upgrades. Stay tuned. So me and cousin Paul went ahead and got the blue car all put back together. If you haven't had a chance to check out some of my videos, earlier in the week on Tuesday, I had a video, it's in this card right here, about what we broke and going over what we broke. If you want to check out the other cards where we put the valve springs and the rockers on, maybe tonight we could actually get a hit in the car and get some raw data on it and how fast it goes. But let me bring you up to speed if you're just now joining the channel. This is Dad's old blue car. We've been doing one mod at a time, trying to make it go faster. It's a full weight, full interior LX street car. I know these are slicks here, but I actually race a couple other cars that are street cars, my white turbo car, my black turbo car. Last week we had a catastrophic pin failure and my whole differential blew up in my face. So we went ahead and changed that already. And while we were in here, we changed out all the control arms because they had seen better days. So that brings you up to speed. Right now, me and cousin Paul about to get the car off the lift. We're gonna get it wiped down so it looks pretty good. We're gonna get it in the trailer, locked down, so we can go to the track tonight. It's gonna be a nice, cool night to be racing, so it's perfect. Probably gonna go for a ride in Dad's blue car. Let's go take a ride in it, make sure the diff doesn't fall apart. That definitely is fast. There's no sway again. There's no big sway in it. I don't feel like I'm gonna fall into a ditch. That's what I'm saying with these control arms. These are just some cheap control arms, folks. The car feels really a lot tighter, and I think I mentioned that when we were driving it. So I fully expect the car to do a little bit better 60 foot today, maybe hook and book. You know, we're gonna put all these mods together and maybe actually get some good data without breaking the car. So, you know, like I said, I'm trying to bring one mod to you guys at a time before I get black car ready, before I get white car ready. We're not gonna stop doing mods to Dad's old blue car. I mentioned that we're gonna do some GT40 action next week, so let's just get to the track, get this thing out of the trailer, and send this thing on down the strip. Got here to the track, Thompson Drag Raceway, ready to go make my pass finally in Dad's old blue car. Got a visit today from Timmy Combs with the yellow notch. It's Ohio and the air is really good, so it's a good chance that Timmy's gonna run a good pass tonight, so we'll make sure we get that on. Got another new Fox body here. I think that's a nitrous Fox body, but we'll get to that. That's a friend of mine's Mustang. Got a couple other Fox bodies here we're gonna check out. We're gonna put them on the channel, and we're gonna make some hits and we're gonna have some fun.
We're gonna send it, right?
We're gonna send it, or we're gonna bend it trying, like we always do. All right, let's see if I can catch a break today. No pun intended. You got you working?
I got fun. Someone called up.
Poor Chris. He wasn't supposed to work tonight. He was supposed to race. least we didn't break shit. So let's talk about that pass. I had a 157 60 foot, which is actually not as good as the 60 foots that I've had before. I've had a 154 and a 155. I didn't really leave super hard because I didn't want to put a lot of strain on it in case there was something wrong. So I'm gonna probably leave a little bit harder next time I get a chance to race it, but I'm gonna let cousin Paul make a hit in it. So let's talk about this slip. You guys see it right here. I'm in the right lane. I went a 157 60 foot, but I went a 12.1 at 113, almost 112.5. So what kind of data does that actually tell you? Mile an hour don't lie. The fastest mile an hour I've ever gotten in this car was 108.2. I went 4.5 mile an hour faster. Air's a little bit cooler, but that's why I put slicks on a street car, because I need to know this data is going to be accurate, and I need to make sure that I get A to B with a slick. So I'm going to take that out of the equation. So definitely what happened, and what we're going to find out later, is if my control arms and my rear end that I rebuilt with the control arms hooks better with a 60, because I'm going to send it hard. But for now, we're going to let cousin Paul make a hit in it. Probably like, why is the headlight out? The supercharger pipe is literally right there. See how it squats. This is good data. New control arms. Too far in. And 112. So we know from racing, and like I said, me and him and Mike are going to make a racing video that might help you guys out a little bit, especially just like, you know, your entry-level beginner stuff on what you should do. So mile an hour don't lie. He is right there at mile an hour, same as mine. Ran a 12:35 with a terrible 60. So I mean, he's pretty much 12.0-ish with this pass, with this air, if he launched it right. So it's not his fault. Maybe the tires weren't right. Maybe they need to be flipped. I don't know. We're still... Did the car shake? Everything was good?
Just shook a little bit at the end.
Because it was fast.
Yeah.
Something like that.
What's that? No. He doesn't want that. I will next round.
Cousin Paul. 12.01. Look at that 60, 150. What I tell you would happen with control arms. You would get better, you would get faster, because you'd be able to hook it. Told you. So we're gonna go one more run, and I'm gonna launch a little bit harder. We break it, we break it. We don't, we don't. There you have it, folks. The proof is in the mile an hour, just like I had told you. Those extra mods that we put on the car netted us more horsepower and definitely more ET. The 60 foot got better. I think the best 6 foot we got was 150, which is considerably better than what we've had before. And there's a lot of room for improvement. I know for a fact that Dad's car's mods as far as its motor mounts are just completely shot. I have this suspicion because the motor looks a little crooked. And the car does still feel a little loose, so I definitely think with subframe connectors, it's definitely gonna tighten up the car a little bit better. And I'm willing to bet you that we're gonna pick up even more 60-foot and run 11s consistently in that car for here on out. And that's even without a GT40 intake. So what do we have going on next week? We're talking about putting this GT40 intake on, putting some new lifters in there because I suspect that there's a lifter tick going on somewhere. And we're just gonna put it back in the trailer and go send it and see if we can't make more better power. If you like this series of videos and you like this sort of content with Fox Bodies, it's a Mustang specific channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, tell your friends about us, and I appreciate you. See you soon.